I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we'll solve 11 questions, as you can see, which are based on simple trigonometric equations. The idea is to find the value of theta when it is between 0 to 360 degrees. So we say any angle for that matter. As you understand, sine theta equals to minus half will actually have two solutions within the interval 0 to 360 degrees. If you use calculator, you get only one solution. So the problem is, how do we find both the solutions? And as you know, the solution is simple. Find the related acute angle and then work out both the solutions. So we're going to use the cast rule, right, and the basic SOHCAHTOA to solve these 11 questions one by one. So let's begin with the very first one, which is sine theta equals to minus half. So we have this equation to solve. Sine theta equals to minus half. And as I said, we need to find solutions when theta is between 0 to 360 degrees. So sine is negative when it is negative in which quadrants? This is what you should first figure out. Since we know it is minus half, that means sine is negative in quadrant 3 and 4. We are looking for now two solutions, one in quadrant 3, the other one in quadrant 4. We know this because of, you also remember using the cast rule, correct? Simple. Okay. So it really means that we are looking for solutions kind of like this, right? So to find both the solutions and give the answer as a principal angle, so principal angle is this angle which we need to figure out and the other angle. How do we get these two angles? Well, the key is that we'll have to find the related acute angle, which is always with the horizontal. So related acute angle, we will say let it be B. So we'll actually solve for the equation sine beta equals to half. Since related acute angle is 0 to 90, it is always in quadrant 1, it is positive. So we'll figure this out, and we know beta is equal to sine inverse of half, right? Some of you can use calculator, but most of you, I know, will use this special triangle. So in this special triangle, which is 30, 60, 90, we know that for 60 degrees, we have cos theta as half, but for 30 degrees, sine theta is half, right? So we know that beta should be equal to 30 degrees, correct? You could use the calculator to find it also. So we now know that this related acute angle is 30 degrees. So now what is the solution for sine theta equals to minus half? So when I say sine theta equals to minus half, I'm looking for the theta values, which will be 180 plus the related acute angle of 30 degrees, right? That is one answer, which is equal to 210 degrees. And the other answer will be, let's call this as theta 1. The other answer will be 360 minus 30 degrees, which is 300 degrees. Does it make sense to you? So that is how we are going to find both the solutions for the given equation. So I hope the concept is clear to you. The idea is to find the related acute angle to get all the solutions. And to find the related acute angle, we work on the equation sine beta instead of sine theta equals to negative half. We work on positive half, right? Let's take another example now. This is based on cosine. So we have to find the angle theta, where cos theta is equal to 3 by 4. So first step, in which quadrant do we expect the solution? Clearly, it is quadrant 1 and in quadrant 4, correct? You may write down cast rule here just to remember which quadrant, and the idea is to find the related acute angle. Remember, in this case, related acute angle is also a solution. Perfect. So, to solve, let's solve for cos beta equals to 3 by 4. Now, we can find the value of beta using the calculator, right? So, let's use the calculator. The mode should be in degrees. We are working in degrees in this particular video. So, we have cos inverse of 3 divided by 4, right? And what we get is 41.4 degrees. So that is the 41.4 degrees, one of the solutions, because we are looking for a positive value, right? So the value of theta should be 41.4 degrees, and the other value is principal angle we have to write is 360 degrees minus 41.4 degrees. Makes sense, right? So let's take away 360 degrees and then get the answer as 318.6. Now we are saying write your answer to the nearest degree, right? So since we are looking for nearest degree, we say solution will be theta equals to 41 degrees and 319 degrees. Does make sense to you, right? So that is how we are going to provide the solution. So I hope these steps are absolutely clear. Now we can quickly go through this particular solutions, right? So now tan theta, we're looking for minus value, right? So where is tan negative, right? So some of you will like to put the cast rule in front of you. Negative really means that we're looking for solutions in quadrant 2 and 4, right? So these two quadrants, so something like this, correct? Something like this. But we are going to find the related acute angle first, which is beta for us, right? So we'll say, well, in this case, we'll solve for tan beta equals to 2.5, which really means 5 by 2, right? So 5 by 2, or you may write 2.5 as you wish, right? And then find beta, the related acute angle, as tan inverse of 2.5. What do you get? So shift tan inverse of 2.5 is equal to 68.19. So I'll write straight away whole number 68 degrees. Now once we have this solution, the two answers which we are looking for are 180 degrees minus 68, right? 180 degrees minus 68 degrees, and the other one is 360 minus 68, right? So these are the two solutions for us. Let's figure this out, right? So 180 minus 68 is one of the solutions, which is 112, and the other one is 360 minus 68, correct? And that is 292 degrees. So these are the two solutions for tan theta equals to minus 2.5. Is that clear to you, right? So we have done 3 examples, each with sine, cosine, and tangent. Now we have very simple equations to work with. This equation now is to find the solution for 2 sine theta minus 1 equals to 0. Let us rearrange. So we get 2 sine theta equals to 1, or sine theta equals to half, correct? So sine theta is positive half. So that means we have two solutions. One is in quadrant 1, the other one in quadrant 2, right? So these two quadrants, and for half, we have our special triangle also. And in special triangle, we know this value is 1 by 2, and the angle is 30 degrees, correct? So we know that the related acute angle beta is equal to 30 degrees, right? For sine beta equals to half. And so we can now give you both the solutions. Angle theta is equal to 30 degrees, and the other one is what? Other one is 180 degrees minus 30, correct? Which is 150 degrees. And therefore, our answer is theta equals to 30 degrees and 150 degrees. Make sense? Perfect. Let's move on to the next question. Well, You can always pause the video, answer these questions, and in case you want to learn from me, you can always send an email on the address given. So now we have the equation, which is square root of 3 plus 2 cos theta equals to 0. Rearrange to find or isolate cos theta, right? So we get what? We get cos theta is equal to minus square root of 3 by 2. Since cos theta is negative, we are looking for the solutions which are in which quadrant? These are in quadrant 2 and 3, right? So these are the two quadrants. So what we are going to do is first find the related acute angle beta. So we say cos beta is equals to 3 by square root 3 by 2, correct? Square root 3 by 2. So that means beta is equal to what? Whenever you get this square root type 3 and 2, right? We know the special triangle works for us, which is 1, 2, square root 3, and the angle is clearly 30 degrees, correct? So we know that this related acute angle here is 30 degrees. So the solution is what? Is 180 minus 30 and 180 plus 30, correct? So we get the theta values, two of them. One of them is 180 minus 30 degrees and the other one is 180 plus 30 degrees. Is that clear? So we have theta equals to two of them, which is 150 degrees and 210 degrees. So that becomes the solution for the given equation. Makes sense, right? So these are different ways in which you can write down. Let's continue this interesting playlist. And now we have the question, which is tan theta minus square root 3 equals to 0. Clearly, tan theta equals to square root of 3. And we have a special triangle which can work for us. And since we are looking for positive value of tan, the solution lies in quadrant 1 and in quadrant 3. And the triangle which we are interested in with square root 3 side is 30, 60, 90, as you know, right? So this is the triangle you're looking for, and the angle clearly is 60 degrees. So we know tan beta equals to square root 3 will give us beta equals to 60 degrees, and therefore the related acute angle is 60. So the principal angle, two of them will be these, which is one of them is 60 itself and the other one is 180 plus 60, correct? Which is 240, right? So 240 degrees. So we have our answer as 60 degrees and 240 degrees for this particular question. Simple as that. Do you see the flow? So you should get this kind of a flow while solving these questions. Next question for you is 4 sine square theta minus 1 equals to 0. So that means sine square theta is equal to 1. Well, we'll do it in two steps now. Sine square theta will be 1 over 4 and sine theta will be square root, right, of this. Whenever you do square root, you do square root with plus and minus sign, and therefore you get 1 over 2 plus and minus. Well, that gives you how many solutions? Well, in this case, we get 4 solutions, right? We're looking for both positive and negative values, and therefore the solutions are in all the 4 quadrants. Well, let's find the related acute angle beta for half. Well, we have our special triangle, which we have drawn so many times. In these solutions, we're looking for the value of half, 1 over 2, right? And the angle for sine theta should be 30 degrees. So we know that these solutions are with 30 degrees related acute angle, correct? So this being 30 degrees. And therefore, we can write down all the 4 solutions within this interval of 0 to 360 degrees. So theta is equal to 30 degrees and theta is also equal to 180 minus 30, 180 plus 30, and 360 minus 30, correct? All of them are these solutions, correct? So we have one solution as 30 degrees, the other one as 180 minus 30 is 150 degrees, then we have 210 degrees, and then we have 300 degrees. Does it make sense, right? So all these 4 are the solutions for this particular equation. Makes sense, right? So that is how we are going to solve them. I hope it is simple and easy, right? In case you want to learn, you can always send an email to my email address given here. Okay, perfect. Another type of question is when we have an equation which is product, right? So we have here cos theta times sine theta equals to 0. Well, that gives you two equations to solve. One is, let me write cos first. Cos theta equals to 0, right? And then we also have sine theta equals to 0. So whenever it comes to zeros of an equation, I prefer to sketch the graph, right? So I prefer to sketch the graph for these. So for example, cosine graph is kind of like this, right? You know, and sine is like this, correct? So we know the solutions are, for cos we have two solutions, for sine we have three solutions, correct? And therefore, we can write down all the solutions. For cos, the solutions are 90 degrees and 270 degrees. And for sine, it is 0, and we have 180 and 360 degrees, correct? So there are 5 solutions to this, correct? So here theta is equal to 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360 degrees, right? So all the 5 are solutions of this particular equation. Makes sense, right? So for an equation, you may have lots of solutions as we have seen this time, correct? Let's move on. And now the question is cos theta plus sine theta equals to 0. Now, how do we solve this? Well, we can rearrange and write this as sine theta equals to minus cos theta. Dividing by cos theta on both sides, we get tan theta equals to minus 1. Do you see that? So we can get tan theta equals to minus 1. And tan theta being minus 1 really means what? Well, we're looking for the solution in two quadrants, which are these, right? There is where tan theta is minus 1. And you know the very good, the triangle which we are looking into is 45 degrees triangle, right? In 45 degrees triangle, we know that the sides are 1, 1 and hypotenuse square root 2, and that gives you tan theta as 1, correct? So the related acute angle is 45 degrees. The two solutions will be theta will be 180 minus 45 and 360 minus 45, right? So the two solutions are 180 minus 45 degrees and 360 minus 45 degrees, correct? So these are the two solutions, which is 135 degrees and 315 degrees. You get the idea. So that is how we will solve this particular question. Two more to go. So now here we have factored form of our equation. So we are now saying that 2 cos theta plus 1 equals to times 3 sin theta minus 2 equals to 0. So that gives you two different equations to work with. One of them is 2 cos theta plus 1 equals to 0. That will result into cos theta equals to minus half, right? And the other one is 3 sin theta minus 2 equals to 0. That will result into sin theta equals to 2 by 3, correct? Now, cos theta equals to minus half means we are looking into the two quadrants, which are quadrant 2 and 3, right? And half, you are looking into this particular triangle where the angle is 60 degrees, right? So we know that this related acute angle is 60, and so we have the solutions which are these, correct? So the solutions are theta is equal to 180 plus 60 degrees or 180 minus 60 degrees, correct? So it is 240 degrees or it is equal to 120 degrees. So these are the two solutions from one factor, which is 2 cos theta plus 1. And from the other factor, we have to find the related acute angle beta, right? So we're looking for positive values of sine. That means the solution will lie in the quadrant 2 and 1, right? So here, let's find the beta. So we have beta equals to sine inverse of 2 over 3. So let's do it. So we shift sine inverse 2 divided by 3 bracket close equals to 41.8. So I'm writing this as 42 degrees. And therefore, we get solution for theta as 42 degrees, right? Related acute angle itself, and 180 degrees minus 42 degrees, correct? So that gives you two different solutions, and the other one is 138 degrees, right? So we have theta equals to 42 degrees and 138 degrees. Does it make sense to you? So that is how we are going to find. So we have 4 solutions here, and the solutions are highlighted. Clear? I hope all this is great and you have understood clearly. Here is the last question for you to try. Once again, we have 2 factors. I'd like you to pause the video, answer this, right? So one of them is cos theta plus 2 equals to 0. And the other one is 3 sine theta minus 1 equals to 0. Well, here cos theta should be equal to minus 2, and here sine theta should be equal to half, or 1 by 3. Okay, correct. Great. So, well, that cos theta, can it be minus 2? Never, right? So this is no solution, correct? But the other factor does have a solution. We're looking for a positive value, and these positive values will be in quadrant 1 and 2. So 1 over 3, let's use calculator to find the related acute angle for sine inverse of 1 over 3, correct? So we have shift sine inverse 1 divided by 3. And what do we get? Well, we get 19.47. So I'll write this as 19 degrees rounded to whole number. So the two solutions are theta equals to 19 degrees. We are writing principal angle always, right? 180 degrees minus 19. So if you take away 20, it will be 160. So it is 161 degrees. So these are the two solutions, right? So we can write down our answer for the last one, and that is 19 degrees and 161 degrees. Do you see that? So with that, we come to an end of the solutions of all the 11 questions which we began with. Makes sense? So the idea here is to always find the related acute angle. That helps. That gives you all possible solutions. And we did see that many times we have more than one solution, while sometimes in some cases we had many solutions, correct? Like the one which I highlighted, right? So we had many solutions. Some part of the equations do not have a solution because sine and cosine values are within plus and minus 1. They are never more than 1, right? So you have to keep all of this in mind. So basic cast rule, SOHCAHTOA, helps you to answer these questions. I hope it all makes sense. Feel free to write your comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. You can always contact me on the email address to learn more. Thanks for your time and all the best.